Going on vacay with the wifey. We just finished working at the haunted house. Got up around 5:30 this morning, got dressed and headed over there. Put in a few hours. We're driving to we're New Braunfels. We're driving to New Braunfels to a country festival, something like that. Whitewater Amphitheater. So I want to do a quick video about a great conversation I had last night with a young fella, and it was the investment into SEO companies and what you're getting out of it. So let's get into that video right now. Okay, guys, let's go. What's up, guys? It's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net, the largest independent junk removal service in Dallas-Fort Worth. Junk Guys DFW, Junk Guys Frisco, Junk Guys Arlington, Junk Guys Aledo, and so many more. I also own two haunted houses, one in Dallas called the Junkyard Haunted House and one in Fort Worth called the Fort Worth Haunted House. And today we're going to talk about a fellow that I had a great conversation with about a year and a half ago. He was doing SEO, and he had, let's pick up that mattress. He had he has a junk removal service, and he was doing SEO. He hired one of the, I guess, the big dogs out there to do SEO, and he said it was great. It was great. You know, he was working a lot. He was getting jobs. He was making money, and he kept on doing that. He was working a lot. He was making money. Waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, getting out there in the heat until 5 p.m. every day, making money every single day. The problem was, it was costing him too much. At the end of the month, he was running a rat race, just going around in circles. And I'm going to talk about some of the things that happen anytime that you're doing something. Like, let's break down the cost of what's going on. It's kind of the dream and the reality of SEO. The dream is that you invest in SEO, your phone rings off the hook, your business explodes, you're rolling in cash, but then you're rolling in expenses too. And the reality is that you sign a contract, you pay a hefty monthly fee, weeks and months go by with little tangible change, right? There's not a $15,000 or $30,000 job that puts you over the top. And you see these reports, but they're vague, with vague metrics, vague expenses, vague profits. It just doesn't really get to the point. But then you start realizing there's not a significant increase with paying customers. But you do notice something, and that's your bank account. You notice that there's not much there. I've heard this story with these agencies numerous times. And my experience as Ricardo, Junk Guys Junk Removal Service, is that I can't share my own experiences in this, but I can share what people tell me. And it feels like you pour money into marketing and feel like you're just on a treadmill going over and over and over, but you still end up in the same living room, right? The steep price, breaking down the cost. Mention that SEO services can range from hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, depending on the agency and the industry and the scope. Sometimes just a retainer fee can be $1,000, $1,500. But that's not for ads. That's just the retainer's fee for their services. That's all that is. And these retainers, they feel like a bottomless pit. There's lack of transparency on what exactly is being done for the money that you're paying. And then all of a sudden there's additional costs for content creation, link building, website updates that were never initially clear. They just start making up numbers and prices and stuff. We did this. We did the underlying infrastructure of our website. Huh? The cost of not getting results, but lost opportunities. The continued reliance on other more expensive marketing channels. You put in the work. You make the money, and you're making money. But at the end of the month, you're paying those high expenses, those really high expenses. I know a young fella here in the area, and he uses an agency, and he stays busy. He drives around with 4 or 5 guys in his trailer every day. And he's so disconnected from the money that he makes to the money that's in the bank to the money that's get expense. And let me detail that for you. You go to a job, you get paid, you put that money in your pocket, or you go to your Venmo account, or it's electronically, whatever, and then you put that money in your bank account. And at the end of the month, you pay bills. But the money is rotating in a cycle. Emphasize that you're just breaking even, or even worse, you're making less profit because the significant chunk of money that you made on the first, the money that you made on the 5th is paying for the first bills, and then the 5th is paying for the 10th bills. You have to understand, and here's the best part about it. There's 3 people making money off this whole deal. There's 3 people. There are people making money off of you. Yes, there is. And I'm going to tell you, and that's the best part about it, because you're keeping the economy flowing. Three people. The agency that you hired is making money. See, the agency that you hired, they have their own costs. They have their salaries, they have their office space, their tools, their cells, their computers, their database, their software. They have bills too. They're making money. They're making money off of you. Number 2, you're gonna love this one. Your employees make more money than you do. See, you give them a job, and that's great, but they think you're making more money as the owner, and you're not. They are. Because see, at the end of the day, they work their 5 hours or 10 hours, they make $120, they go home. You make $500, but you're not done, partner. See, you got that monthly and that weekly bill. You have those expenses. Every single day you have expenses. You got to pay those employees. You got to pay for that truck. You got to pay for that fuel. You got to pay for the dump fees. You got to pay for any drivetrain. You got to pay for fuel. You got to pay for anything that comes up that day, even food. The ROI is not there for you, but you keep on trying. The third person who gets rich off of this whole deal, and you're gonna love this one, they make a good chunk of money off of you. Because the more hard work you put in, and the more money you make it, those credit card companies are racking up those fees, bro. It's incredible the ignorance that someone has and doesn't realize. For every $3,500, the credit card company makes about $150, no matter what. For every $7,000, they make about $300. $8,000, they make about $340. Every $1,000, they're making about $90. Every $500, they're making about $45. And you're doing it. Don't worry about it, man. You're helping them out. The 3 people only getting paid on this whole deal are the credit card companies, your employees, and the people that gave you the job, the marketing company. Empower yourself. Empower yourself. Demand results. Find out if you're getting even ranked on organic search. Find out if SEO is even helping you out. Ask for reports. How do you measure the ROI? Can you provide reports on my business? Just because you're making money doesn't mean you're actually putting money in your pocket. So, as I end this video, I want to tell you something. This guy that I know that uses a marketing company, he's near me. He's in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in the Collin County area. And this guy goes out every day and works and makes money. Pays his employees, pays those credit card fees, pays the marketing company, those top dogs out there. And never puts any money in his pocket. And I guarantee you, he pays about $5,000 a month in only ad spend. So think about that. How much are you spending monthly, and how much are you not putting in your pocket? Are you making any money? I'll leave you with that, guys. Have a happy 4th of July. I'm out. I'm gonna go party, get drunk and naked tonight. See you later.